And welcome to our season of practice. This is our daily meditation online hosted by the Buddhist Studies Institute, which was founded by Pema Chödrön. During our season of practice, our daily meditation will be live streamed every day to YouTube and Facebook, and you're welcome to join us every day or any day, and we're so happy to see you. Greetings, Ben. Nice to see you as well. Glad you made it. My name is Rachel. I'm your host today, and I'm a certified meditation instructor through the Buddhist Studies Institute. And our co-host and practice leader today is Datesal, and she's also a certified meditation instructor with Buddhist Studies. And she'll be leading us in a 20-minute calm abiding practice. And I'm just going to share the links to our daily resources. So you can read along with any of the prayers if you'd like, and also read along with the precepts. And if you're watching on streaming, there should be links to our resources in the body of text around the window. So I think I'll pass it over to Linda now, or Datesal, and then I will be coming back on at the end to read one of our Buddhist precepts with you as well. And then we'll stay afterwards for a little bit of a chat. So welcome, Linda, Datesal. Nice to see you. Thanks for leading our practice today.
Hi. Hello, everyone. Nice to see you all here today. I'm going to sing a little invocation of the lineage that we use for this teaching. And you can just listen and enjoy. And it will bring in the energy of this practice we're going to do today, which is calm abiding, or also called Shine. Ome ahom benza guru pema siddhi hom. I'm going to read our Buddhist prayers that we start before we meditate. I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. I take refuge in the Lama, Yidam, and Khandro. I take refuge in the channels, winds, centers, and their nature, bodhicitta. I take refuge in complete openness, lucid presence, and compassion. Ho, mesmerized by the sheer variety of appearances, which are like the reflections of the moon on the water. Beings wander endlessly astray in samsara's vicious cycle, in order they might find comfort and ease in the luminosity of the all-pervading space of the true nature of their mind. I generate immeasurable love, compassion, joy, equanimity in the awakened mind, the heart of bodhicitta. Sentient beings are numberless. I train in order to free them. Delusions are inexhaustible. I train in order to transform them. Reality is boundless. I train in order to realize it. The awakened way is unsurpassable. I train in order to embody it. Thank you. So let's get comfortable before we meditate. Get in our posture. The best posture for meditation is if you're sitting on a chair or sofa like I am. I'm scooted all the way back, and I actually have a pillow to support my lower back. And if your feet, if they reach the floor, firmly planted, it's good to just feel grounded. And then if you're seated on the floor on a cushion, then have your hips elevated with a cushion so that they are above your knees. And this helps create a more upright posture, which really supports the back during the meditation. And our posture is upright and our shoulders are relaxed and back. I like to roll my shoulders a little and relax them back. And the hands are rested on on your lap with your one palm on top of the other, and then the thumbs touching each other. Or you can place them just hands down, which also feels quite supportive, and with your fingers open, helps to keep awareness. It's good in this practice. Our eyes aren't closed. We have them half open, half closed, or I like to say our eyes are soft and they're gazing downward diagonally about a couple feet in front. It's good to rest your eyes so that they are still focused somewhere, because when your eyes are still, it helps your mind be still as well. And the chin is kind of gently tucked, just to, help the neck relaxed. And the belly is also relaxed. We always tend to tense our bellies up, and that also helps your mind to relax. So now that we've talked about the posture, let's do a few breathing techniques to help us relax and bring awareness. This is a calm abiding. We're going to do the Om Ahang practice. And in this practice, the reason our eyes are not closed is because we're aware, we're waking up the mind as well as calming it. So we're here present we're being our best friend to ourselves and being present with ourselves. Excuse me, I'll turn this off. Okay, so let's do a few long, deep breaths through the nose, long inhale and long exhale. Sort of even. Okay, so because we're evening out the breath by doing this. So long inhale, long exhale. Relaxing the belly at the end. Another long inhale. Long exhale. Relaxing the belly. Inhale. And exhale. With a little extra exhale at the end. Let out all that stale air. And just now noticing your breath in its natural state. A natural rhythm as your breath rises, it crests like a wave and falls as you exhale. Everyone has their own natural rhythm. So don't worry, just whatever that is, be with it. And we're going to add a silent recitation when we naturally inhale, like a wave rising. We silently say Om. And when our breath naturally crests or pauses, like at the top, we say Ah. This is all silent. We're not saying it out loud. And as it falls, as we exhale, Hung. That's Hung, Hung. So Om on the inhale, Ha at the pause or crest, and Hung as we let it out. So just imagine your breath is its own natural rhythm as it rises and crests and falls. And just add that silent recitation along with it. And if at any point, which you probably will, feel distracted by thoughts or physical sensations or noises, that's okay. Just come back to this method that we're doing. Just come back to just noticing your breath as it rises and crests and falls, and adding the silent recitation for the Om on Hum. We're going to practice in this way now, and I will remind you from time to time. your mind is wandering at all, or you feel distracted or having difficulty, don't worry. You can just come back to the method we're practicing. And just know that after a while, you're naturally come into this rhythm. You don't have to force it. Just gradually let your mind relax into the practice. There's no forcing here. Let's do a couple more minutes of practicing, and just remember, be kind to yourself when you just feel distracted. It's okay. Just come back to the practice. You can just let go of that practice that we were doing. Just be with your breath, sitting in a formless meditation. Just noticing how your body, mind, and how you're feeling are. We're going to bring our palms together at our heart, and we're going to dedicate this practice today by imagining the all that we did with our practice. We're going to say out loud Om, Ah, and Hum, just like the recitations we were doing, but we're going to say it out loud and imagine that light from our practice as we say those recitations going out to the world where it's needed, or if there's anyone that you can think of that needs it as well. So we'll do that 3 times. So inhale, and then on the exhale, we'll start with Om. Om, Ah, Om. Om, Ah, Om. And the last time. Om, Ah, Om. And we bow. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'm going to hand you back over to Rachel to continue our program.
Thank you, Datesel, for leading us in such a wonderful practice and singing too at the end. So nice. And thanks for joining us if you're watching online, and everyone in the room with us. So glad you're here. As part of our efforts to integrate our study of ethics with Buddhist practice, I'm going to read one of the 5 Buddhist precepts today. You're welcome to follow along with the link that we posted earlier. Today, we're going to read precept number 3, avoiding sexual misconduct. Abandon sexual misconduct. I remain always in respect by treating myself and others with dignity, through respecting the intrinsically complete Buddha nature of myself and others. When I have a partner, I respect my intimate partner at all levels as an equal partner. I recognize that celibacy and non-celibacy have the same principle, to devote the body to the liberation of oneself and others. Therefore, I commit my sexuality or celibacy for the realized union of body, mind, and emotions, and for the integrity of self, other, community, and society. I avoid sexual exploitation, manipulation, deception, discrimination, harassment, and objectification. I undermine misogyny by respecting marriage, relationships, and sexuality. I undermine abuse and infidelity by being transparent and honest about my relationship status. I undermine abuse by seeking enthusiastic verbal consent in my romantic relationships. I understand that consent may not be possible in asymmetrical power relationships, and I disentangle sexual relationships from asymmetrical power relationships in order to undermine the patriarchal systems that have exploited women, girls, and other vulnerable and marginalized people for centuries. I recognize that causing others to break their vows is the same as breaking vows myself, and therefore I abide by the vows of others, refraining from sexual relationships with monastics or those in monogamous relationships. I respect the expression of the spectrum of genders within myself and others as it manifests according to each person's art of being. And thank you again for joining us. And we are now going to pop back into our discussion group. If you'd like to join in our discussion group, please feel free to visit us at BuddhistStudiesInstitute.org and also find out about all of our other upcoming cool programs like celebrating the Tibetan New Year and beyond. And it's so nice to see you all and meditate together. And we'll be here again tomorrow. Yay.